Happy Memorial Day. Did you know that Memorial Day was once called Decoration Day in the 1960s? But additionally, did you know that it was Black people who invented, if you will, the idea of a Memorial Day in 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina, to honor the the slaves that had participated in the war but did not receive their due recognition. A little known Black history fact. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for your service, those known and unknown, who had the courage to serve for our freedom and liberty in this United States. Thank you. Okay, another read aloud excerpt. This details some of the background of the mother of the main character. The families of wealth and those of social standing all knew. This is talking about how people of status would ignore the failings of people who were like drug addicts or wife beaters, even in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and some even now. They acknowledged those of no self-control who were wife beaters. It was their business, and anyone with sense never got in the middle of a domestic dispute. Just as it was known that the oldest son of their very best and dearest friends had been trying to beat a drug habit for years. Decent folk, her grandmother's phrase, looked the other way and just kept their purses and valuables close to the chest when he was in the vicinity. It wasn't discussed anymore. It was simply old news. Half smiling at the voices in her head she had heard all her life, how country people have a pretty way of getting around the ugly truths of life. The code was developed for all scenarios of life. The very last thing a young mother wants to hear murmured about her infant is, well, bless his heart, which inferred that they thought the baby was unbearably hideous and did all they could not to say so. The same code of the South for a newlywed cooking her first dinner for her new husband's family. Hearing, well, bless your heart, meant they knew that her culinary talents were sorely lacking. The Mrs. Treadwell the third was like many a Southern belle, a staunch and loyal keeper up of appearances and social norms. Excuse me. She belied her condition by restraining her public consumption to a respectable glass or two of the finest champagne or the right wine for the dish. Why, even amateurs knew red for beef and white for poultry and fish. Her own wine cellar was home to bottles fit for a king. She artfully dodged revealing to anyone that she drank her breakfast and was inevitably a bit tipsy every day if she could help it. Her ironical fascination for the cheapest brew in her costly heirloom Tiffany stemware was a delightful idiosyncratic behavior. She knew that listening on the stereo, whether Luther, Anita, Mary J., or even Coldplay, if she couldn't find her killer's disc, along with a languorous sip of her liquid courage, was a curious bit of comfort that quieted her. Southern comfort. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to my channel. Have a wonderful Memorial Day.